It is officially everywhere. You cannot walk through a city center or scroll through a social media feed without seeing that distinct, vibrant green glow. From luxury wellness spas to the morning routines of top athletes, matcha has become the ultimate symbol of a health-conscious lifestyle. It is marketed as the perfect caffeine source, a superfood overflowing with antioxidants, and a natural way to boost your brain power. For most people, a morning matcha latte feels like a guilt-free habit, a much cleaner alternative to a heavy cup of coffee. But as this drink moves from an occasional treat to an all-day obsession, a new reality is emerging in the health community. There is a specific limit to how much of this good thing your body can handle. While we often hear about the wonders of green tea, there is a hidden side to this concentrated powder that could be affecting everything from your sleep to your blood chemistry. To understand why experts are starting to issue warnings about excessive matcha consumption, we have to look at what sets it apart from every other tea on the planet. When you brew a standard bag of green tea, you are essentially making an infusion. You dip the leaves in hot water, let the nutrients seep out, and then you throw the leaves away. Matcha is fundamentally different. When you prepare matcha, you are taking the entire tea leaf, which has been shaded to maximize its nutrient density, and grinding it into a fine powder. When you take a sip, you are consuming the actual plant matter. This means you are getting roughly 10 times the amount of antioxidants found in regular green tea. It sounds like a dream for your immune system, but this high concentration also means that every single potential side effect is magnified by that same factor of 10. The first major concern that nutritionists like Destini Moody point out is the sheer intensity of the caffeine. Many people switch to matcha because they believe it is a low caffeine option, but that is a dangerous misunderstanding of the math. A single teaspoon of matcha powder contains about 70 milligrams of caffeine. This might not seem like much when compared to a large cup of coffee, but the way we consume matcha is changing. Coffee shops are often using 2 or even 3 scoops of powder to create that intense green color and flavor. If you are drinking 2 or 3 of these lattes throughout the day, you are very quickly approaching the 400 milligram daily limit recommended for adults. For those who are sensitive to stimulants, this can lead to a state of chronic jitters, increased heart rate, and an inability to fall into a deep, restorative sleep. However, the caffeine crash isn't the only trap. There is a much more subtle chemical process happening in your digestive system that most people never consider. Matcha is packed with polyphenols, specifically a group of compounds called tannins. In moderate amounts, tannins are incredible for fighting inflammation and protecting your cells. But they have a specific biological quirk because they are highly effective at blocking the absorption of iron. This is especially true for non-heme iron, which is the type found in plant-based foods like spinach, beans, and fortified cereals. If you are someone who struggles with anemia or low iron levels, your excessive matcha habit could be actively working against your diet. This is why the timing of your matcha consumption is just as important as the quantity. According to experts, if you drink your matcha directly with your meals, the tannins act like a barrier in your gut, preventing your body from pulling the iron out of your food and into your bloodstream. For a healthy person with high iron stores, a single cup won't do much harm. But for a vegan, a vegetarian, or someone already at risk for deficiency, drinking multiple cups of matcha every day can slowly drain your energy and lead to chronic fatigue. The advice from the experts is clear. If you want to protect your iron levels, you must leave a 1 or 2 hour window between your matcha cup and your dinner plate. But there is a third risk, and this one is perhaps the most hidden of all. Because you are consuming the entire ground-up leaf, you are also consuming everything that leaf absorbed from the environment. Tea plants are like sponges for heavy metals, particularly lead and arsenic, which can be found in the soil and water of many growing regions around the world. In traditional tea, where you throw the leaves away, the risk is minimal because the lead stays trapped in the discarded plant matter. With matcha, there is no filter. Every bit of lead that the plant absorbed while growing goes directly into your mug. This is why some batches of low-quality matcha have been found to contain trace amounts of heavy metals that can accumulate in the human body over time. This specific risk is what makes the quality of your matcha so much more important than the quality of your coffee. When you buy cheap, culinary-grade matcha in bulk, you have no way of knowing the conditions of the soil it was grown in. This is why registered dietitians strongly recommend doing your homework on the brands you choose. You should be looking for ceremonial-grade powders that have been independently tested for contaminants. Many high-end brands will actually provide lab results showing that their tea is lead-free. While these premium options are more expensive, they are the only way to ensure that your health drink isn't accidentally doubling as a source of toxic metals. If you find yourself in the category of people who absolutely love their matcha and don't want to give it up, there are strategic ways to lower your risk. It all starts with the 5-teaspoon rule. Destini Moody suggests that 5 teaspoons of matcha is the absolute ceiling for most people, but even that might be too high for many. A better approach is to prioritize quality over quantity. Instead of having 4 cups of cheap matcha, try having 1 high-quality ceremonial-grade cup in the morning. If you still want the flavor later in the day, try diluting it. You can make a large pot of matcha water using just half a teaspoon of powder, or mix a small amount into a smoothie. This allows you to enjoy the taste and the antioxidants without overwhelming your system with caffeine and tannins. Another clever strategy is the milk method. Research suggests that adding a bit of milk to your tea can change how your body interacts with those iron-blocking tannins. While it doesn't completely eliminate the effect, it can soften the impact on your digestive system. However, the best defense is simply awareness. Pay attention to how your body feels after that second or third cup. Are you feeling focused and calm, or are you starting to feel irritable and anxious? Are your energy levels consistent throughout the day, or do you feel a strange sense of exhaustion that doesn't go away with more caffeine? These are the signals your body uses to tell you that you have crossed the line from healthy supplementation into excessive consumption. At the end of the day, matcha is a powerful tool for wellness, but it is not a free drink that can be consumed without thought. It is a highly concentrated plant medicine that requires respect and moderation. By understanding the science of how those green leaves interact with your iron levels, your sleep cycle, and your exposure to environmental toxins, you can enjoy your morning ritual without any of the long-term downsides. It is about being a smart consumer in a world that often tells us that more is always better. When it comes to the world of superfoods, the magic always lies in the balance. If you found this deep dive into the hidden side of matcha helpful, and you want to keep unraveling the daily health facts that actually matter, make sure you become a part of this community. We are here to separate the marketing hype from the hard science, helping you make the best decisions for your longevity and your daily energy. Staying informed is the first step toward a healthier version of yourself, and we have many more truths to uncover together. Subscribe to stay updated on our latest investigations, and remember, the best health hacks are the ones that are backed by balance and real information. Thanks for watching, and stay healthy.